How's it going, guys? My name is TJP, and welcome back to another MLB The Show 22 Franchise Rebuilding Challenge. Now, today's challenge, I got the No Free Agency Rebuilding Challenge. Now, what does that mean? Let me explain. We cannot use free agency, so we can't sign any free agents that aren't our own. We can only acquire new players through the trades or drafting. It's that simple. So, if you guys are enjoying the content, leave a like and subscribe, and let me know down in the comments below some more videos. Check my social description. Get a playlist down below containing other MLB The Show 22 franchise related content. And on my channel, if you like content from me, TJP. And yeah, so injuries will be on. So pretty much everything's normal roster. I'm not using Ryan rosters. We got 3 seasons to win a World Series, and we can't use free agency. So this should be fun. Let's get on to the gameplay. Alright, so how we're going to pick our team, we're going to be doing a random selection. So here we go. Let's see what team we're going to be with the No Free Agency Challenge. And we land on 3, 2, 1. The Tampa Bay Rays. That's actually not an awful trade. An awful team to land on. So Rays are pretty decent. So we can only make trades. We can only build to the draft. We can develop people. But we can't sign anybody for the team unless they're our own. So here we go. Alright, so we're locked and loaded into the game. So here's the roster. I mean, I'm not going to go too far in depth into it, but you guys can see it's pretty interesting. I mean, the team is... what seasons these are MLB The Show ratings. They're pretty interesting to look at. So, I mean, there's some talent on the squad. So don't get me wrong here. We do have some prospects that we could possibly trade for and try to improve this team with. So... obviously got some young guys as well, like Franco's going to be pretty solid. You know, it's okay. The pitching rotation: Shane McClanahan, Drew Rasmussen, Kluber, Yarbrough. It's not too bad. I'm gonna call up Tyler Glass now because for some reason, we're just gonna do it. I don't care. We gotta have him on the team, and you know, in the game we're just doing it. So let's remove Phoenix Sanders. Doesn't need to be on the 40-man, so he can get waived, and then we will add Tyler Lasso to the 40-man, and we will put him into the MLB. So that'll be a nice little booster there. So he's going to be in our starting rotation. Also, I don't see Nick Anderson. So we're going to do the same thing with him as well. And, yeah, then we'll do some trades. So I'm going to do this trade with the Giants. We're going to get Darren Ruff for Luke Raley, Austin Shenton, and Renee Pinto. So just a small little trade there. So Darren's going to be like a starting first baseman for us now. It's just a small upgrade. And I guess he'll play against lefties. G's going to play against righties, because he actually hits pretty well against them. So, yeah. That's pretty decent. I will take that, especially since Darren's much better hitting against righties or lefties than G is. So, cool. I think that's the only move we're gonna make though for now. I'm actually liking this team a lot. I think we could be pretty good for this upcoming season. Obviously, we have the draft to worry about, and free agency we don't have to worry about that. But maybe we'll make some trades. Maybe we'll do some. I'll show you guys some of the draft picks that I decide to make. Because, I mean, if we're not doing free agency, we might as well just do drafts. All right, so. I'm just going to show you guys the people that we've drafted. So we got Austin Kelly, Kevin Francisco, Julian Calderon. We got this Tom Robbins and Billy Beard. So they could be pretty decent guys that we might look to trade in some packages. So we're just going to sign all of these guys. Now, I do have scouting on auto, which is probably why I wasn't able to do the draft. And I kind of just let the CPU manage it. But I just wanted to show you guys the people that we drafted, since this is going to be kind of important. This guy is the most ready out of everybody. Doesn't have very high potential, though. But, yeah. He's a 68, and he's 18. All right, I'll do this trade with the Red Sox. Ryan Brazier for Aaron Sledgers. Just a small little trade there with the Red Sox. We're at the All-Star break, currently sitting at 54 and 43, which is 4.5 games back. We're only sitting at the... We're only 4th in division. We're actually not doing that great in terms of... I mean, I said the entire division is, besides the Orioles, is doing pretty good, which is kind of conducive to what could happen in real life. We've had some injuries as well, but not really anybody's injured right now in the MLB. So in terms of our lineups, just to see who's doing good and who's doing not as good, we'll kind of go in this a little bit more in depth when I show you guys the lineups. Brandon Left's struggling a bit. Ramirez is good. Okay, for the most part, Darren Ruff's been decent. Okay. So really, Harold Ramirez has been good. Wander's been good as well. Very good. Yandy Diaz has been pretty good. Yeah, not too many guys have been doing that great. I guess G-Minter's not even the majors. So yeah, Darren Ruff is basically just our first baseman altogether. Which is fine. I'm cool with that. In terms of our pitching, let's see how we're doing there. Tyler has been cold as late, same with Shane McClanahan, but they've been doing pretty good. Drew Rasmussen's been pretty solid. Ryan Yarborough's been very good. And then Corey Kluber's been struggling a bit. Jeffrey Springs in the bullpen. And just look at the rest of the bullpen. Brazier's been meh. Nick Aaron's been good. Brooks Raley. And then Kittredge, 28 saves. We will take that. We will take that. So far, so good. In terms of our standings, we, like I said, are 54 wins. Only a half game back in the wild card for one of the wild card spots. So hopefully we have a good second half of the year. I'm wondering if there's any other trades you could potentially make to make this team better for the second half of the year. But if not, we'll kind of just go from there and hope for next season. I mean, Yandy Diaz is saying we're not very good at third, but he's been doing really well. So maybe we try to get... Do we want to get another second baseman? I don't know. Do we want to get a better... I don't know. Do we want to get a better center fielder? Maybe if I can get a better center fielder, that'd be pretty cool. Let's see what's out there. All right, I'm going to do this trade with the Dodgers. So we're going to get Cody Bellinger for Cameron Misner, Peter Fairbanks, and Kevin Kiermaier. Kevin Kiermaier is going to be an expiring free agent. And, I don't really know if I want to keep him around. I believe Cody Bellinger could be under arbitration. Yep, he will be. So, we're going to trade for him. He's having a nice season. So, at least we'll have 2 years of him. We ended the season 85-77, which is not good enough to make the postseason. I don't know what happened to our team, but we kind of choked this year. Manuel Margot got hurt, which is not amazing, but he wasn't really been doing that great. So, league leaders, Tyler Glasnow led the league in wins. That's cool to see from him. In terms of awards, he also won the Cy Young. Interesting. Okay. How did he do? 18-10, 3.44 ERA, 218 strikeouts. That's not bad. I wouldn't have thought he would have won the Cy Young, but nevertheless, good stuff from Tyler. However, 85 wins, not good enough to make the postseason. Rosarina didn't really hit the ball that great. Yandy Diaz had a great season. Wander had a nice year as well. Brandon Lau struggled. G-Man Choi ended the season on fire. He didn't play too much, though. Francisco Mejia was okay. Cody Bellinger ended the season cold. He was decent. Harold Ramirez. And then Diego Infante just played a little bit as well. And then just looking at the bench, I ended up extending Mike Zunino. Since we can't sign any catchers, I mean, we'll sign him. Maybe we can trade him. I don't know if he'll have any value or not. But the Darragh ended the season kind of cold. But he had a pretty decent year. So I'll take that from him. In terms of our pitching, Tyler was good. Shane McClanahan, 10-10. He kind of had a bad second half of the year. Drew had a nice year. Ryan Yarbrough, 10-15 is annoying, but, he's pretty good. And then Jeffrey Springs out there. Corey Kluber was not, Corey Kluber might look to move him. He's an expiring as well. So actually, maybe I just won't re-sign him. The problem is, though, is that, you can't sign any free agents in this game. Or at least I can't go after any. Because you're not supposed to use free agency. I can only re-sign my guys. So Kittredge had a nice year, though. And, mainly the back end of the bullpen did. A couple guys here were pretty good as well. Brazier struggled, who we traded for. Which is a little bit annoying, but it is what it is. In terms of the standings, kind of just curious to see where we were. So 85-77. Yeah, we were 7 games out. And we had a pretty crummy second half of the season. So no team won 100 games. The Mets won 98. That was the most. So let's just simulate the offseason, see who wins the World Series, and then, get on to re-signing some of our players and making some trades. Red Sox have defeated the Brewers in the 2022 World Series, so there you go. Let's go on to the offseason. All right, so I'm gonna try to offer Matt Whistler a contract, re-sign him to the team. So we'll go with him, just give him that kind of contract. I think that's fine. Corey Kluber, the thing with Corey Kluber is that, I guess I could let him walk, but I could also re-sign him. Do I do it? I guess we offer him a contract to just see what happens. 2-year deal. And if anything, I can always trade him for something, potentially. All right, let's go to arbitration and tendering the contracts. All right, so I got a bunch of guys to offer arbitration to, so I'm just going to offer all of these guys arbitration. Got a ton of contracts to tender, so I'm probably going to be tendering all of them. And then we're going to see if we can make some trades here. Cody Bellinger, $17 million. Can I give him like $16 million for arbitration? Holy cow. I mean, I guess it's not that big of a deal since we're not signing anybody, but god damn, that's just so much money. Alright, so I finished offering all these guys tendering contracts. Biggest ones being like Shane Flanagan, Shane Baz, Bruhan, and then a few other guys down here that have a potential like Josh Lau, Xavier Edwards, Curtis Mead. So yeah, some really good young talent with high potential that we're going to look to throw in some trades. And we'll just try to get Whistler back and Corey Kluber. If not, we'll just have to trade for some people. And yeah, let's simulate a bit, and I'll see you guys once I have some trades made. So unfortunately, Matt Whistler is going to the Tigers, so that's annoying. I think we might have gotten Corey Kluber back, so that's good. We're just going to simulate a bit, though, past this, because free agency, you still have to worry about arbitrations. There's really not a lot of guys to really trade for yet, so I might have to wait till spring training to make trades. I'll do this trade with the Diamondbacks. Kelly, Bradley, and Francisco for Marte. Tell Marte. I'm gonna do this trade, and then I guess we'll throw away Brilliant Lau. He's coming off a bad season, and I don't know. Maybe I feel like Marte will be a little. He's had a better year than he did, and I think he'll probably be better in the simulation. So let's make this trade with the Diamondbacks. Welcome to the team, Tell Marte. All right, I'm gonna do this deal with the Cubs. So Suzuki and Hendricks for Brandon Lau, Xavier Edwards, and Javi Guerra. So that means we can move Manuel Margot for, I don't know what, but for something. Trade with the Braves. Matt Olson's going to be coming to the Braves for Manuel Margot, Darren Ruff, and Dylan Paulson. You know, if I didn't have to give up, actually, if I don't have to give up Darren Ruff. Oh, dude, I'm going to do this then. Manuel Margot, Dylan Paulson, Evan Edwards. We keep Darren Ruff, and then we get Matt Olson. Why would I not do that? I'd rather do that. And then maybe we can move G-Man Choi either at the start of the season or at the deadline. Because or one of these two, really. Yeah, that's perfect. Okay. I think that's all the moves we're going to make. So we're going to go to simulate the rest of the offseason. I'll see you guys once I am finished. We're at spring training at the start of the second season, and here is what we've got. So we got Franco, Diaz, Olson, Bellinger, Choi, Marte, Suzuki, Mejia, and Ramirez. Randy Rosan's gone off the bench against righties, I guess, which is fine because he hits better against lefties. Yeah, the team's actually looking pretty good. We still got some decent young guys as well, so we could still make another big trade or two later on to try to get some more talent. In terms of our rotation, Glasnow, McClanahan, Hendricks now is in the rotation with Rasmussen and Yarbrough. It's pretty solid. Shane Baz is here as well, so we'll see how he does, because he was pretty solid when he pitched last year. Alright, looking at the rest of the team, for the most part, pretty good. Nick Anderson, Brooks Raley, Kittredge, pretty good. So we'll see how well the Rays perform this year. I'm excited. I am very, very excited. Do we need to make a trade right now? Maybe not. I think we'll wait to the trade deadline / All-Star break, unless there's like a trade that pops up that's not too major that we might want to do. But yeah, I'll simulate the draft, just show you guys who we end up signing or drafting, and then sign our draft picks. And that'll be the last time I show you guys draft picks. The third and final season doesn't really matter. So yeah, let's get on to that. Simulating. And here's who we ended up with. So we got Gerald Adline. We've got Omar Reyes, who's a 7th overall starting pitcher. Will Ramirez, 72 overall. Romero Bender. Ronnie Floyd. We've got this Robbie Cordova guy. And then Alex Alaya. I mean, maybe some of these guys are worth trading to package. Maybe Gerald Adline, because he has decent potential. So my Reyes guy seems like he might be able to contribute as early as next season. Who knows? And then a few other guys down here as well. But that's really it. I mean, we'll see if they end up being involved in a trade or not next year. But for the most part, so far no moves needing to be made. I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. Team is currently sitting at 61-37, 6 games up against the Toronto Blue Jays. And let's take a look at the injury list. So far, nobody is hurt, at least as of the All-Star break. I'm sure we had a couple injuries, though, here and there. Wanderers not having as great of a season as he did last year. Yanni Diaz having a nice year, though. I'd like to see that from him. Matt Olson's been cold this year. Cody Bellinger's been Zunino. Ketel Marte's been awesome. Suzuki's been okay, but could be a little bit better. Mejia behind the dish, and then Rosarena, not too bad as well. So, G-Man Char off the bench has been really good, so I'd like to see that. I guess Darren Ruff's in the minors? No? I don't know where he is. Okay, I don't know where Darren Ruff is, but okay. Unless I missed him. Double A? I don't know. Anyways, not important. What's important is we're doing pretty good. And Tyler Glasnow's leading the rotation. Clann's record's not that great. Hendricks has been meh. Yarbrough's been good. And then Shane Baz, love to see what he's doing. Drew out of the bullpen as our long relief pitcher has been pretty solid. J.P. Frierson has been really good. Colin Pachi? I don't know. Colin's been good. JT has been pretty solid, I guess. Brazier's been better this year. Nick Anderson's been absolutely lights out when he pitches. So hopefully he pitches more. Brooks Raley has also been lights out when he pitches, so that's good to see. And Kittredge is having a nice year as well with 32 saves. So can't complain. I mean, the team is really playing well with 61 wins, which is tied for the best in the AL. Not the best in the NL or overall, as the Cardinals have 63 wins, but we're right there. Oh, the Astros, not the Angels, sorry. We're right there, though, so, I mean, cannot complain. Who's the number one overall team? I'm just curious. Ranked. Who's ranked? The Blue Jays, 55 wins. Hey, we're better than them. All right, so let's see if there's any trades out there we might want to make to improve this team. But I'm liking it so far. I think the team is pretty good, but I think we can make some improvements here and there. The Phillies, so we're going to trade with Mike Zunino, Josh Lau, and Greg Jones for JT Realmuto to be our new starting catcher. So he is going to go off the bench, which I'm fine with. And JT will be our starter, especially since Zunino has been kind of struggling a bit. So get an upgrade there at our catcher spot. Why not, right? So there we go. I think that might be the only trade we make, though, this season. And we'll look to make some more in the offseason with some of our other young guys that we can try to trade for some more ready MLB ready players. So I'll see you guys at the end of the season, unless another trade pops up that I might fancy. So we went 101-61 on the season, and that was good enough to win the division, and we're taking the winner wild card playoff game, which means that we had the best record in the AL, which is awesome to see from us. So we got that bye. And I guess we'll be playing the winner between Toronto and Houston. Let's take a look at the league leaders before we look at anything else. Matt Olson led the league in base on balls with 88. Good for him. In terms of awards, what do we got? Cody Bellinger with a Gold Glove. Awesome to see from him. In terms of the injuries, what do we got? Yeah, nobody really. Curtis Mead's hurt, which is unfortunate. Okay. Let's take a look at the lineup, see how we did. Wander didn't have as great of a season he did last year. Yanni was great. Ketel Marte was awesome. Matt also had on fire, but he was meh. Ji-Man Choi, great to see from him. JT Realmuto for a catcher, will take it. Suzuki was pretty good. Harold Ramirez, I didn't play that much, but when he did, he was awesome. And we ended up extending Cody Bellinger. Rosarena, 260. Not too bad. Brett Phillips on the bench. He has struggled a bit at the end of the season. Carson Williams was pretty good. He didn't play that much, though. But still a good year for us at the plate. Tyler Glasnow, awesome year for him. We extended him. Shane McClanahan struggled a little bit. Kyle Hendricks, cold to end the season. Shane Baz was fantastic. Ryan Yarbrough was cold, but he had a decent year. Drew had a nice year. Frierson, Colin, Brazier. Really the entire bullpen was amazing. Actually, I gotta say, we had one of the better probably one of the best bullpens in the league. Like, Brooks was unbelievable. Nick Anderson was amazing. Kittredge was awesome with 51 saves. I'm loving what I'm seeing from these guys. So, the question is, 101 wins. Mets had 101 as well. And the Dodgers had 100. No, Dodgers didn't have 100. I apologize. The Cardinals had 100. Dodgers had 99. A lot of teams that were around the same. But yeah, 101 wins was tied with the best record with the Mets. So let's see. Let's see if we can maybe make some noise this season. We got the Blue Jays in the ALDS. Let's see if we can beat them. Game 1, Glasnow's on the bump. We win 4-2. McClanahan versus Syndergaard. I guess they got Noah Syndergaard. We lose Game 2. Hendricks versus Merriweather. Game 3, we lose 3-2. Can Shane Baz beat Alex Manoah? Yes, 2-1. Going to decisive Game 5. We are the home team. And we win against the Guardians. Oh, well, we're playing against the Guardians now. So we got Cleveland versus Tampa Bay in the ALCS. Game 1, we lose 8-6. Game 2, we win 6-5. Can we win Game 3 with a 1-0 shutout? Was it a perfect game? Have to check. A two-hitter. A two-hitter for Tyler Glasnow. He pitched 8 innings and then Rayleigh came in with the save. Okay. Game 3, we win 5-0. Shane Baz threw a 4-hitter. Well, I don't know if he just threw it. He gave it 4 hits, and then Pache came in. And can we win Game 5 and go to the World Series? No, we lose. Don't lose 3 straight. Don't lose 3 straight. We lose 3 straight. Told you. Told you. Knew it. Knew it. We blew it. And look at that. We were probably winning this game, right? No, we weren't. We have 14 hits, and we can only score 2 runs. That's kind of embarrassing. That is embarrassing. Just pathetic. Braves beat the Guardians. Okay. See, it's so annoying. How are we up 3-1 and we blow 3-1 leads? It's just the amount of times we've done that in these videos has been crazy. That the team just is like, yeah, let's just not win. Alright, well, we got one more season, so we can make some more trades, and we can re-sign some of our guys. That's about as much we could do, so let's get on into it. I can re-sign Ryan Brazier and Darren Ruff, which we'll do. We might as well give them contracts, and maybe we'll trade 1 or 2 of them. We'll see. Let's simulate free agency. We got arbitration to do. We've got tendering the contracts to do. So let's handle all of that right now. And once I'm done with that, we're going to have to try to make some trades to make this team. So I've done all my tendering and salary arbitration. So we're going to do some simulating of free agency because we're still in that arbitration period. So we're going to have to wait for that to kind of blow over and the tender of the contracts for other teams. So, and also free agency movements, and then we can start making some trades. So let me simulate a bit, and I'll see you guys once I'm making some trades. Make another trade with the Phillies. So we're going to trade away Darren Ruff, Vidal Brujan, and Nico Holsizer for Bryce Harper, and we also get Brad Keller. So I know we have Suzuki, but having Bryce Harper in that lineup somewhere, whether it be a DH, whether we switch off somehow, some way, and that's just another bat. And we get another pitcher as well in case somebody goes down. I'll take it. Alright, I'm going to do this deal with the Astros. So Gregory Soto, Ralph Garza, and Brett Phillips to the Astros for Jose Urquidy. So we add another starting pitcher into the rotation. So there we go. He's an upgrade as well to I feel like a lot of the starting pitchers we currently have anyway. And I might look to move a couple of them for some other players as well. Alright, so I'm going to do this deal with the Red Sox. We're going to get Devers for Springs, Rasmussen, and G-Man Choi. I'm going to do with the Reds. We're going to give up Taylor Walsh, Curtis Mean, and Eric Otzberg for Jonathan India and Matt McLain. So there we go. We are done making moves. Let's take a look at the final lineup that we got here. So we got Juan Franco, Harold Ramirez, Rafael Devers, Bryce Harper, Matt Olson, Ketel Marte, JT, Suzuki, and Cody Bellinger with Diaz coming off the bench in India. Randy Rosarena, Francisco Mejia, Carson Williams, and then the rest of the crew down here. Proctor, Infante, Paradas. Pitching rotation, Glasnow, Urquidy, McClanahan, Keller, Hendricks. Not too bad. We got Baz in the bullpen with Baz and Yarbrough. I keep hitting the controller at my leg. Patino, Curry, Joni, Connor Pilkington, JP, Kittredge, Brooks Raley, Nick Anderson. It's not bad. This team's looking good. I think we could be a really good team. The only thing that's not amazing is our starting pitching. It's about average, but I think it'll be all right. I think we'll definitely overachieve in that regard. And also our bullpen can carry us because I feel like we have a better bullpen than the fourth best bullpen, but it goes based on overall. So anyways, let's just simulate. We're going to go past the draft since the third and final season for draft doesn't matter. Since those guys that get drafted, we can't even move them until the next season anyway. And we're only doing 3 seasons. So I'll see you guys at the All-Star break. All right, so third and final season. We are sitting at 60-38, top of the division. Only 3 games up against the Blue Jays, though. But yeah, we're actually playing pretty solid. Injuries. Olsen is hurt and McLean is hurt, so that's annoying, especially Olsen getting hurt. Of course, he gets hurt, and he's having an amazing season. The one season he decides to be really good, and it's the year he breaks his leg. So that's unfortunate. Maybe he'll come back and hopefully be able to contribute by the postseason. That's my hope, but that could be wishful thinking. Wander's been terrible this year. Suzuki's been on fire as of late. Devers have a good year. Harper's been on fire. Marte's been pretty good. We got Ronnie Floyd playing first now, which is a little scary. So maybe we have to try to trade for a first baseman to kind of temporarily fill in that thing. Although his stats aren't that bad, so I don't know. Maybe we could trade for one. Maybe we can't. We'll see. JT's been okay. Cody's been kind of cold. And how about Jonathan India as a DH? Has been a fantastic pickup. So that's good to see. Diaz, Rosarena's been hasn't played that much, but when he does play, he's been good. He has been hot as of late, but hasn't been the greatest season. Hey, Ramirez has been awesome this video, and I'm loving what I'm seeing from that. Jose Urquidy has been great. Glasnow's been great. The pitching's been very good. Shane Baz struggling, though, which is unfortunate. Hopefully he picks up in the second half of the season. Maybe he will. Hendricks has been good. Yarborough's been awesome. JP and the rest of the crew. Ryan Brazier's kind of been today, or this video. Well, this season. Not really this video. He had a good year last year. Kittredge has been okay. Braley's been awesome. And then Nick Anderson with 19 saves. We'll take that. So, I don't know. The only thing I might want to do is trade for a first baseman since Olsen's hurt. So, I'll see what's out there. If not, I'm just gonna have to roll with whatever the team is. Trade for Nick Prada from the Angels for Billy Beard, Ryan Spikes, and Matt Miles. Mastro Buoni. What a name. Okay. Well, it's not a great first baseman, but, you know, maybe that combination of Nick Prado and Ronnie Floyd could maybe do something for us. I don't know, though. We'll see. We'll have to simulate the rest of the season. Maybe the rest of the team just carry us until Matt Olson gets his leg back in order. Record as we did last season, and same outcome. We're taking on either Houston or Toronto, and let's take a look at the league leaders. Urquidy was awesome. Glasnow had 19 wins, which is awesome to see as well from him. I'm sure we had some awards there. He got another Cy Young. Wow, impressive. And Jose was and Cody Bellinger both Gold Gloves. Cody Bellinger's second Gold Glove. Interesting stuff there. They were both really good pitching-wise. I mean, you could have gone either way. So, very nice 1-2 punch there. I'm loving that. In terms of injuries, who do we got? Nobody. So, Matt Olson is back, which is awesome to see. And Randy Rosario is playing left. Okay. Suzuki, Devers was very nice. Harper had a nice season. Olson was great. Came back and picked up where he left off. So, hopefully he can continue that in the postseason. Marte. I ended the season a little bit cold, but he was decent. Wander's a little disappointing after that first season. Bellinger cold. JT, though, was nice. Diaz off the bench, pretty solid. Jonathan India was great. Mejia, and we had Carson Williams, who didn't play too much. All right. Pitching rotation, how'd we do there? I mean, obviously we saw these two guys. Baz really struggled this year, which is, hopefully not in the postseason. McClanahan ended the season on fire, and then Hendricks. So other than Baz, everyone else was pretty good. Yarbrough was excellent. And then the bullpen. Colin kind of struggled a little bit. But Kittredge, Raley, and then Nick Anderson had 42 saves. We'll take it from him. So, standings, 101 wins, which was best in the AL, and Braves had 100 wins. Dodgers had 113, though. So the Dodgers seemed like the team to beat. So, let's see if we have something to say about that. Well, we got the Astros, sir. He's facing his former team. Let's see if we can win Game 1. We lose 8-7. Game 2, we win 6-1. Can we win Game 3? Shane Baz gave up 10 runs. Well, he didn't give up 10 runs. He probably gave up like 6 or 7. He gave up 5. Okay. So we're down 2-1. We need to win this game 4, and we don't. Wow, that's how the video ends, huh? And the Padres beat the Astros. Really? Really, really, really? That's how it's going to end, huh? Unfortunate. Very unfortunate. So we got to we missed the postseason our first season. Blew a 3-1 lead in the ALCS, and then we lost to the Houston Astros in the LDS. And Shane was terrible. And Urquidy wasn't even good either. Like, what happened? Tyler Glasnow proved that he won the Cy Young, but Urquidy choked in the postseason, so that's unfortunate. Well, I guess that's it. That's the challenge. Unfortunately, we couldn't complete it. Let's go to the full screen and close out this video. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the video. So if you guys enjoyed it, leave a like and subscribe. And let me know down in the comments below some of my videos. Check my social description. Got a playlist down below containing other MLB The Show 22 franchise-related content. And check my channel for that content from me, TJP. What an unfortunate ending. But sometimes that's just how the cookie crumbles. And we're on to the next video, on to the next rebuilding challenge. So we'll see where that takes us. So, yeah, with that being said, I will see you all soon. Take care. Have a great night. And peace.